Introduction of crane operation. Before performing work, read the operation and maintenance manual for operation details. Starting the engine. Before starting the engine, set the control levers and switches as follows. Front drum, rear drum, boom hoist lever, swing control lever, propel control lever, neutral, function lock lever, lock position, swing brake switch, engaging side, front drum, rear drum, boom drum lock knob. Lock side. Front drum, rear drum brake pedals, release switch master key, free fall lock switch. Lock position. Ensure to set all the control levers to neutral position before starting the engine to prevent unexpected movement of machinery when the engine is started. Even if each control lever of front drum, rear drum, is not in neutral position, engine can start. However, each motion cannot work without returning the control lever to neutral position once. Turn the key switch 2 steps to the right, on position. When the main screen is displayed instead of the crane configuration screen, there a possibility of an error or warning has existed. Confirm the contents of the message display area. Confirm that the engine abnormal detect lamp lights up at this time. Confirm that the engine emergency stop switch is released. Sound the signal horn to warn the surrounding personnel before starting the engine. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. By turning the key switch 1 step more to the right, start position, the engine starts. After the engine starts, immediately release the key. The key returns to the on position automatically. Do not allow the starter to run more than 15 seconds continuously. If the engine does not start within 15 seconds, release the key and wait for more than 20 seconds, then start the engine again. After the engine starts, immediately check the monitor for abnormality. If there is any abnormality, stop the engine immediately and seek for the cause. To adjust the engine speed, use the accelerator grip. If the engine speed adjustment becomes impossible by the axle grip due to accelerator failure, use the auxiliary axle switch. Do not operate auxiliary accelerator when the system works properly. If auxiliary axle switch is used when the axle grip is normal, engine speed adjustment cannot be done with the axle grip. Starting assist of engine at cold atmosphere. When the ambient temperature is low, approximately 0 degrees Celsius or below, place an engine key switch to the on position. The preheating function, intake heater, is worked for approximate 60 seconds automatically. If boot up the ML screen, indicate engine preheat appears and disappear this indication when preheating is completed. Easier to start the engine when the key switch turns to start after the preheating is completed, 60 seconds after the key switch placed to on position. And also the cold atmosphere starting mode can be obtained, which is the starting performance will be increased when the key switch turns on with the acceleration grip turns 60% or more. The engine speed rise up to 1,500 per minute temporary to avoid an engine stalling, and this is not a failure. However, should return the acceleration grip to idle position soon after the engine is started. Engine warming operation. Allow the engine to run at less than middle engine speed, 1000 per minute, for 5 to 10 minutes with no load. Extend the warm-up time to 10 to 20 minutes in a cold area with the same speed. If the crane is operated without warming up the engine and the hydraulic components will be worn out earlier than usual or will be damaged. Engine abnormal. When engine abnormal occurs, the engine control unit, ECU, detects it and engine abnormal detect lamp red lights up on the monitor. Immediately turn the key switch to off to stop the engine and contact the Kobelco service shop. If the engine must be stopped urgently, push the engine emergency stop switch. The switch is held at the pushed position and returned to original position when turned right. Shutting off the engine. Before stopping the engine, set the control levers and switches as follows. Allow the engine to run at low speed for approximately 5 minutes with no load before shutting off the engine. Turn the key switch to the off position. After the engine is stopped, the power will be cut after a while. During this period, message will be indicated on the monitor urging to engage the drum lock. If the emergency solenoid becomes actuated, the power will be cut about few tens of seconds later. Function lock lever. When operating the machine, place the function lock lever in the work position. When leaving the operator's seat, be sure to place this lever in the lock position. When this lever is placed in the lock position, the machine is not operated even if any control lever is operated accidentally. Ensure to place the function lock lever to lock position after the work is completed and during transportation. If the function lock lever is set to the lock position while any of front drum, rear drum, boom, hoist drum and propel control levers operated, rotation of the drum or propel is stopped. Under this condition, even if the function lock lever is returned to work position, no motion becomes operational. After the control lever is returned to the neutral position, the control becomes possible again. Do not set the function lock lever to the lock position during operation. Otherwise, all the operation functions are suddenly stopped, causing extreme danger. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Propelling operation. Strictly observe the following before propel. Confirm that people and obstacles are kept out of the propelling area. Sound the horn to warn the surrounding people. Be especially careful when the boom is long, boom angle is high, ground is uneven, or when a load is lifted. For stability of swinging and traveling, refer to the Article 9 Swing and Propel Stability and Operation Manual. Use a signal person to direct operation. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Propel speed is regulated by turning the accelerator grip and by proportionally pushing and pulling the propel control levers. Since the machine may propel partially on a rough terrain, adjust propel speed by the stroke of the propel control levers. High and low propel speed is regulated by operating the propel speed selector switch. When the propel speed selector switch is placed in the high-speed position, pivot turn and spin turn due to large propel resistance cannot be operated. In order to identify front and rear of the lower machinery, the crawler shoes have triangle marks. Propelling forward is propelling toward the idler side, and propelling backward is propelling toward the propel motor side. When the cab positions to the propel motor side, use caution with propelling operation in reverse only. The following is a description of the propelling operation procedure. Release the lever lock and operate the travel control lever. Select high or low speed by propel speed select switch based on the propel work. It is possible for the machine to perform propelling forward, backward and pivot turn, spin turn, large radius turn by operating the right and left propel control levers. Straight. Pivot turn. Large radius turn. Spin turn. Engage the control lever lock when you do not want to propel the machine. Do not perform sudden starts, stops, operation of the machine. Failure to observe this warning may result in a serious accidents. If the front or rear drum is operated while propelling the machine, it may cause danger because the propel speed or the direction. To perform these simultaneous operation, slow down the propel speed and slowly operate the drum. When the machine has propel on a slope, improve the stop condition before propelling so that the machine will be able to propel safety. Swinging operation. Before starting any swing operations, ensure the area in the swing path of the hook end, or load, and the tail swing area, is clear of all obstructions and personnel. Sound signal horn to warn personnel. For stability of swinging and traveling, refer to the Article 9 Swing and Propel Stability and Operation Manual. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Swing speed is regulated by turning the accelerator grip and by proportionally pushing and pulling the swing control lever. According to working conditions, select the alarm with the swing alarm selector switch. Select free, high, low, speed or brake, low. By swing mode select switch based on work content. At the brake mode, low, or free, low, swing maximum speed becomes lowered. When the brake mode is selected, do not return the swing control lever to the neutral position too quickly in order to avoid shocks to the machine and booms or load swing. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious accident. The following is a description of the swing operation procedure. Release the swing lock pin and swing brake. Since the upper machinery may swing naturally due to the wind or ground inclination, pay attention when releasing the swing brake. Engaging a swing lock pin or swing brake during machine swing may result in attachment damage or machine turnover. When engine is started while the swing brake is released, or function lock lever is turned from lock position to work position, swing brake keeps engaged position. In such case, turns the swing brake switch to engaged position once and then to released position to release the swing brake. If the function lock lever is in lock position, swing brake is engaged regardless of swing brake switch position. Push the swing control lever forward to swing the upper to the left, and pull the lever backward to swing the upper to the right. Always check to ensure that the load is hanging free and directly under the boom tip before swinging. Right swing. Left swing. The method of stopping the swing depends on the brake mode. Brake mode. Slowly return the lever to the neutral position. Free mode. Slowly move the lever in the counter direction. In case of strong wind or on the slope, the upper machinery may start swinging by itself. Therefore, engage the swing brake. Do not use the swing parking brake for the purpose of stopping the swing motion. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. When stopping the machine for a long time or when interrupting work, straighten the machine and insert the swing lock pin. The position of the upper machinery for swing lock pin is used only at straight over front or over rear against the lower machinery. Do not apply the swing lock at the other than the positions mentioned above. Boom raising, lowering operation. Before operating the boom, ensure that the area above and beneath the boom is clear of all obstacles and personnel. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Speed of boom hoist can be adjusted by turning the accelerator grip and pressing or pulling up the boom control lever. The maximum speed of boom up and down motion can be also adjusted by operating the drum speed adjusting trimmer. Release the drum lock by pushing the boom hoist drum lock knob. Push the boom drum control lever forward to lower the boom, and pull the lever backward to raise the boom. When the boom drum control lever is returned to the neutral, the drum brake actuates automatically and the boom is stopped and is held. When returning the control lever to the neutral, ensure that it is returned surely to the neutral position. Operate the control lever slowly. Abrupt control lever operation is very dangerous and may create the shock to the main machinery or load swinging. Boom raising. When the boom approaches the upper limit angle, the hoisting speed is reduced. The angle to start the speed reduction differs depending on the engine speed. The speed reduction will start set approximately 10 degrees before the upper limit angle in the case of high idle and approximately 3 degrees before the upper limit angle in the case of low idle. Do not make the boom or jib to come close to the hook. When the hook contacts the boom or jib and their wire ropes may be damaged. Boom lowering. When the boom is not lowered by operating the boom drum control lever to the boom lowering side, it is possible that the drum lock pawl is engaged in the ratchet of the drum. In this case, move the boom drum control lever to the boom raising side slightly, then move the lever to the lowering side again. Never engage the drum lock while lowering the boom. The drum or drum lock pawl may be damaged. Adjust the drum speed by the drum speed adjust trimmer based on the work condition. Be sure to stop the engine and engage the drum lock before leaving the operator's seat. To engage the drum lock, push and hold the button, and then fully pull the knob up. Fully pull it up, although the resistance against pulling may be altered halfway. Check to see if the boom control lever is returned to the neutral and then engage the lever lock. Turn the function lock lever to lock position. Hook raising, lowering operation. Ensure that there are no obstacles or personnel within and hanging the hook or load moving area. When making lifts, strictly follow the capacity charts for determining the loads that can be handled as supplied by the manufacturer. Follow good operating practice and procedures as outlined in this manual. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Raising and lowering speed is regulated by turning the accelerator grip and by proportionally pushing and pulling the drum control lever. The maximum raising and lowering speed of the drum is regulated by operating the drum speed adjusting trimmer. Ensure that the free fall indicator lamp is off. Perform the crane work with neutral brake side. Free fall side may fall the load by operator's error. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious accident. Even in case of neutral brake, engage the pedal lock of the brake pedal. In case of the brake with combination of brake pedal, neutral brake mode does not function. Whenever auto stop occurs during hook raising or lowering, immediately return the control lever to neutral. Release the drum lock by pushing the front rear drum lock knob. Before releasing the drum lock, confirm that the drum brake mode is in the neutral brake mode. If not, move the switch to the neutral brake mode. Failure to observe this precaution may result in a serious injury or loss of life. Push the front rear drum control lever forward to lower the hook and pull the lever backward to raise the hook. When the drum control lever is returned to the neutral position, the automatic brake operates to stop the load. When returning the control lever to the neutral, ensure that it is returned surely to the neutral position. Operate the control lever slowly. Abrupt control lever operation is very dangerous and may create the shock to the main machinery or load swinging. Main hook raising. Auxiliary hook raising. Main hook lulling. Auxiliary hook lulling. When the hook is not lowered by operating the drum control lever to the lowering side, it is possible that the lock is engaged in the ratchet of the drum. In this case, slightly move the control lever to the raising side, then move to the lowering side again. Do not actuate the drum lock while lowering the hook. Otherwise, the drum or drum lock may be damaged. Simultaneous operation of the front drum with first speed and the rear drum with second speed cannot be done due to hydraulic system. According to working condition, adjust the maximum speed of the drum with the drum speed adjusting trimmer. When the load is held in the air for a long time, engage the drum lock. To engage the drum lock, fully pull the knob up. The pulling resistance may vary, but pull it fully. Check to see if the boom control lever is returned to the neutral and then engage the lever lock. Turn the function lock lever to lock position.